I always knew that Serato products had some form of scratching capability with the sampler, but it was just never a way for me to like functionally utilize it until I started using it with the slab. So basically I got a beat right here that I made, kind of still in the progress of making it, but started using this encoder knob. And if you go through the different dial modes, you'll see that you have deck scrubs, and with deck scrubs, that basically allows you to manipulate the point on the sampler. And so I was just playing with this over my beat. Let me show you guys how that actually sounds. So yeah, that's basically how you do the scratching. And all I'm doing is playing with the deck scrubs while the beat is playing. So I have my sample chops being triggered, and they're being triggered through the piano mode. So as I play them, they're going to keep on going up chromatically. And so I discovered that you can use the encoder knob kind of like the vinyl on a turntable and scratch with that, and you know, really get comfortable with it and see where like that bite point is at with your sample. I think that, you know, using a sample that doesn't have too many transients, too many high points in the waveforms might be beneficial, just because it'll be a little bit easier to play the sample without, you know, too many sounds playing. And I also discovered that if you play along to like some chromatic chops or some chops that you have, it's gonna hold that sample chop, but it's gonna also go up chromatically. So I'm on the piano mode, and when I play this beat, but also kind of manipulate the deck scrub, it won't trigger that chop again, and I can kind of give the illusion that I'm like scratching the chromatic notes. So let me try to show you guys that. And so while I wasn't doing the most accurate scratching, I was just really trying to show you guys that you can hold that chop and go throughout the different notes. I think that's pretty cool, and it can help you just easily scratch just by using the encoder knob. And so another thing I want to touch on is that you might hear some artifacts when you're playing with the waveform on Serato Studio. So one way that I combated that was by applying a filter to my deck. So right here you can see that I have my filter applied, and if I don't have this filter on, you can hear some artifacts. So let me try to show you guys that. You hear those like little grainy sounds? It sounds real digital and artifact heavy. The way that I combat that is just apply a filter, and it kind of minimizes that sound. So yeah, man, just a quick little tutorial on how you can do the deck scrubs. I literally just figured this out. So if the tutorial is not super detailed and like, you know, clear, that's just because I figured this out like 30 minutes ago. So yeah, man, with that being said, if you guys are interested in some samples, the sample that I used to make this beat was actually from one of my packs. So make sure you go over to the lowkeyshop.com and check that out. Make sure you leave a like and comment. I'm out of here. Peace.